You think God is silent because he's forgotten you. But what if the silence is the test? The first sign God is secretly testing your faith is when he suddenly withdraws what once felt so near, his presence, his peace, his answers, and you're left with nothing but quiet, like Job sitting in ashes wondering where the voice of God had gone. You pray, and heaven feels like brass. You read the word, and it doesn't stir your heart like it used to. This isn't punishment, it's preparation. God tests in silence what he taught in light, and just like Abraham walking up Mount Moriah without a single word from heaven, you're asked to trust what he said last, not what you feel now. Second, doors start closing. Opportunities you believed were God-ordained suddenly fall apart. Relationships end, jobs vanish, plans unravel, and your natural instinct is to panic. But Deuteronomy 8:2 says God let the Israelites wander in the wilderness to humble and test them, to reveal what was really in their hearts. Sometimes God strips away the easy paths to see if you'll still walk the hard one by faith. The third sign is temptation. Yes, shocking, but it's true. When your spirit is weakest, Satan whispers loudest. Jesus himself was tempted right after being filled with the Holy Spirit and declared the Son of God. Testing often begins after a spiritual high, and if you're suddenly facing old struggles, lust, pride, doubt, it may not be random, it may be refining. God doesn't tempt, but he does allow pressure to expose what still needs surrendering. Fourth, you'll notice isolation, not just from people, but from understanding. You'll try to explain your season and no one will really get it. Even your closest friends might offer empty words like Job's companions, or worse, assume you've done something wrong. But sometimes God hides your process because if others could understand it, they might try to interrupt what only he is meant to finish. Isaiah 45:15 calls him a God who hides himself, and often he hides in plain sight right in the middle of your confusion. The final sign is delay, when you know what he promised, but nothing is happening. This is when many quit. They mistake waiting for abandonment. But Isaiah 40:31 says, "Those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength." And that's not poetic. It's spiritual warfare. Waiting is not passive. It's defiant trust. Every delay tests what you believe more than what you want. Do you still praise when you have no promotion? Do you still serve when there's no recognition? Do you still love him when the blessings stop flowing? That's the test. And here's the truth. God never tests to destroy, only to reveal. Gold is refined in fire, not comfort. So if your world feels quieter, heavier, lonelier, or more fragile than before, don't assume God left. He may be closer than ever, but silent, watching, weighing, waiting to see if your faith is real or just emotion. This is the moment that separates the called from the chosen, the crowd from the remnant. You wanted a blessing, but what if the test is the blessing? If you're in the furnace, stay there. If you're in the silence, keep speaking his name. If you're walking without sight, keep walking anyway. The reward isn't just on the other side of the test, it's in how you pass it.